Okay, we're back. We're live. We were off last week due to Mother's Day, but now we are back. We just completed an adventure, and we're setting off on a new path tonight because these guys want to flee the continent. Legit. That's not even a joke. They want to flee the continent because they're scared of witch hunters. Uh, so we'll do the introductions, and then we'll do, I don't know, we can do a brief recap of what happened last adventure, then we can just jump into doing what we're doing tonight. Oak, you are up first on my overlay.
Hey, this Oak, I'm playing Edmund Randolph. Started out as a smuggler, became a barrister, and now is working to become a sausage baron of chaos.
Yep.
That's
Truth.
the short and sweet.
Do you have anything you want to plug? You want to plug your channel at all or no?
Hey, I got my own stuff. Uraence, Uraence, on Twitch and YouTube. Mostly my stuff's over here, but Friday and Saturday nights I usually have a D&D game going. That's about it at the
At like
moment.
1 in the morning?
Yeah, we start at midnight central and then play till we quit.
Too old for that.
Nah. I may start doing some Borderlands 3 soon or something like that just for BS during the day.
Oh, do it. People like that kind of stuff. People like to see you playing video games and being human. Speaking of humans, Megan, tell us about Eurixis.
Non-human.
Well, Megan's a human, but Eurixis is not.
Yeah. No, so Eurixis is
And
a gnome prostitute turned barber surgeon who is excited to see where the next bend in the road goes.
That's
There you
right.
go.
The party member who does not trust you is not here tonight.
Yep.
That dwarf. All right, Erg. Tell us about Erg, Bill.
Hey, I'm Bill playing Erg Singebelch. He is a astronomer turned pyromancer. He made a ill-conceived deal with a demon for a greater spell, and it has been causing fallout for us to be running away from witch hunters for probably the foreseeable future, which is probably why we want to leave the continent. Yep, that's the long and short of it.
Yeah, the only one that you need to explain this to has not been here the last 3 sessions because he wants to go turn you guys in, doesn't he? Isn't that his whole plan? When he finally comes back, he's like, "What do you mean we're on a boat?"
At what point do we stop worrying about that?
Settle the misunderstandings, like they're going to understand, like they're going to do that.
Yeah, the problem is there's no misunderstanding.
He's so naive. There is no misunderstanding. This guy's got freaking bat wings and a deal with a demon.
I'm hoping I can use those tonight, actually. I have a game plan for that.
Because GN's not here?
Yeah, while GN's not here.
That'd be great. I don't think you're going to get a chance to use them tonight, but we'll see. And Ruby, good child.
Yeah, so hi everyone. I'm playing Ruby Goodchild. She is a halfling. She's a Bravo and a gutter snipe. And she is somebody who's been struggling with the direction of the party and slowly getting pulled in the wrong direction because of, well, the sausage she's eating and generally getting caught up in the shenanigans. But she doesn't quite know everything that's going on, but she's definitely developing an edge to her. That's Ruby.
Oak, do you want to point out what you always point out when he says that?
He's going to become an assassin.
Yeah, since session 1, when we first made these characters 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, I think I'm going to go into the assassin profession.
You know, I mean,
kind-hearted assassin.
I can have two things happening at once here. I mean,
the assassin with a heart of gold.
No, but I mean, I do have 3 notes on Ruby's page. Don't eat the sausage. Become an assassin. Stab and then ask questions. Oh, yeah. So don't know how they got there, but that's kind of my my mantra now.
On your notes.
Yeah.
Those should never have been left for open, everybody.
But she's taking that as divine advice, so anything that gets written there, she does.
Okay. All right, so why don't you guys do a little tiny brief recap of what took place last time, what you guys did, what you encountered, and why you're now on the road looking for another continent.
I actually don't really remember what we did.
You had that village and the witch and
we wanted to talk to the and I'm not sure how far ahead I am. She wanted to talk to the person that sent us to kill her, and he was already dead, of course, from the fire. So we brought the son, and she didn't care about talking to him.
Nope, she wanted to talk to. She wanted the father who you burned in his sleep.
That would be my bad.
That was unexpected. She wanted to see the guilty party who had hired you to go out and kill her, and he was dead. So you brought his son, and she was like, "I don't want to see this boy."
So basically, that chapter ended with us not really caring to fight a ancient god of the forest,
Oh yeah,
and not wanting to wipe a town off the map, but really wanting their melted pile of gold. So effectively taking the melted pile of gold, jumping in our coach and saying, "Hey, good luck."
Saying YOLO and riding away into the sunset. Yeah.
We decided nobody was worth helping, really.
Man, I was really banking on Barsh being here because you would have fought that tree thing.
I mean, Barsh would have. That doesn't mean the rest of us are jumping in.
well, no. If the fight started, the rest of us are going to jump in.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It
Says
would
the
have
guy.
been so
First
bad.
punch to
It
be
would have been
thrown.
so bad.
I wanted to see it. I wanted to finally, because he keeps going, I've not found Zweihander that deadly at all. I wanted to finally, whenever we do the big encounters, he's never here. Have you noticed that?
Yes, every mission cap, he is never here.
I wonder.
So you wonder why he doesn't find it deadly. Well, he never fights the deadly things.
He never fights the big bad bosses.
I thought about attacking it. I honestly did, but I'm like, man, I'm always pulling the Han shot first and actually shooting first.
Yes.
Like, nah, we'll just watch, see what happens.
Yes, you are. All right, so you're on your wagon, and I said, do you want to go back to the Morgenstern, your tavern that you inherited? And you said, hell no, we want to go the opposite direction as fast as possible. We're not going back to the place that we have that we can make money at, because we killed people there. We made sausage of their bodies, we summoned demons, and it's not a good place. So you guys head the other direction. We're going to say it's east. East for the coast. And you guys have been traveling on the road for the last few days. You've been ducking in and out of roadside inns, doing your best not to be seen or found.
Hey, just
yeah.
a little bit of housekeeping on that. I really don't want to be traveling around with a skeleton in a bag. It looks a little bit poor. So Erg is going to be sitting on top of the cart as always, but he's going to be turning that skeleton into powder or dust or whatever he can and keeping it in the bag. So it's a little less conspicuous.
Will it still work if you change its form?
Yeah, it's still the body.
Desecrated corpse.
Desiccated, isn't it?
Doesn't say anything
Sure.
else about it.
That's the preacher, right?
Yes, the
Desiccated corpse.
the priest we found.
Right.
Or so you assume. So you grind him up and you have a mortar and pestle? How are you going to do that?
I mean, I have days on top of a thing here. I'm just a couple rocks will work, like whatever.
Just smash. Everybody's like, hey, what are you doing with that skeleton?
They can't see me.
Shut up.
Shut up. What skeleton bites off a piece and eats it? Which wouldn't be out of place. You'd be fine. All right, so you guys have been ducking in and out of the woods also and camping whenever you can, doing your best to not be seen in the civilized world for fear of the witchfinders being on your trail or someone noticing or seeing you and giving you up. You have seen, speaking of which, during the travels, there are posters that have been put up on these roadside stops that have your descriptions listed on them with a nice tidy sum of money for your for information regarding your whereabouts and
How
or
much?
your capture. How much?
How much?
Do you really want to know? Are you gonna turn yourselves in?
Might turn some of us in.
2,000 gold.
Okay, we definitely don't want to let Barsh see that.
Every time you find one, he's like, shh, and eat it.
So what's it say? Does it have anything
It has
nice
the-
to say about any of us?
It just has descriptions of all of you. It has your names, just like descriptions of your physical build and look, and it lists crimes against the empire, the emperor.
Is Barsha on there
Our
too?
bounty is 2,000 gold.
Yeah.
We need to
Barsha-
find some doppelgangers. We need to find lookalikes and turn their asses in.
Is Barsha on there too?
Barsh is on there.
Okay, Ruby will save one for later when we get into our next argument with him.
And you're wanted for the disappearance of a witchfinder.
Was that thing still in the bottom of the cart?
Which thing?
His body? Were we still traveling around with that? We should probably get rid
No,
of that.
we took that out into the woods and got rid of it.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
We fed it to some coyotes. They're gnawing on it.
And the clothes went with the young dude back to his strange village.
No, he wouldn't wear those.
Yeah. You just set up here. Put these dead guys' clothes on. No. Come on, we'll pay you extra. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Trying to convince you are really bad people. Now that I think of
It
it,
sucks if Edmund wasn't such a fat boy. He could have done it himself. But
the buttons are bursting.
he couldn't wear the clothing.
I don't think a diet's in his future.
Nope. It's against my religion.
It's true. All right, so you guys head on, and you come across, you see signs for the first major city in your path, and it is also a port town where you should be able to book passage to get out of here and get across the sea, hopefully to somewhere else.
It just so happens to also be the headquarters of the Inquisition.
You're in the city of Estebury. It is a large, bustling city. It's probably one of the largest cities you guys have ever been in, because since we've started this, you've just been in these little sleepy roadside villages. I don't think you've ever been in a city, have you? The largest was one where you met Erixis. Picked her up.
Yeah, I don't believe so.
So this is like a legit city. Big walls. There's town guards milling about here and there in proper uniform. Packed. They're massive neighborhoods and sections to this thing. And you guys have made your way. You're at the gates of Estebury, looking to get your way in there. Everybody is passing through the gates, and they have to get past a couple of guards to make their way into the city. How do you want to handle this?
Does everybody have their false IDs or their alternate?
Yeah, we can try to disguise people.
Are we in range of the wanted posters?
There may be some around. Go ahead.
One right at the gate.
Yeah, right at the gate. If you see this halfling, shoot on sight. If you want, you can make me a scrutinize test and scan the area. You can do that at standard difficulty. Oh heck no, you can do that at a routine difficulty.
All right.
Everybody or just him?
Everybody, if you want to scan for these posters. If you're active, like pardon me. Nope. I'm making this an easy test.
Hang on a second.
Oh my god. Well, we're getting the high rolls out of the way.
Here comes Ruby.
I've given you back all of your fortune also, just so you know, because we're starting a new chapter. We're starting anew. So you have all of your fortune back for tonight.
Ruby got it.
I mean, thank God someone did.
So you scan the area and you see that there was a message board outside these city gates, and you scan and you pull out the one that you've kept, that you picked up along the road, and you look at it and you look at the board, and it doesn't appear that there's one with your wanted poster hanging on that message board.
Okay. It's back at the barracks house. All right. Ruby says, I don't see us on there, boys and girls.
So I would probably prefer not to be on top of the cart as we go through this as well.
Sure.
That's a good idea.
Hop down. Big, gangly, giant ogre.
Yeah, on stand out like a sore thumb.
Yeah,
Is there any way,
Sitting there
like,
grinding bones.
can we
Huh?
can we get him inside?
Yeah, you could cram him in there. He's all like hunched over and bent over, and it's very uncomfortable with all of you in there. But you definitely can all fit inside of it.
well, with it being a big city and traffic coming in and out, it's just kind of casual conversation. Can we find out if there's like other entrances that are, less watched?
Sure, you want to start kind of asking around. So there's carts in front of you and people standing in front of you and behind you and next to you. And it's a big queue and line that you're waiting to get through to get in. And you can like ask like the guy next to you, like, "Hey, pal, what? Is there any other way in here? Is that what you want to do?"
And I'm looking through my stuff to see if there's any skills I have.
I was gonna say we can roll a rumor test.
Ruby says, why don't you let Arixis do the talking?
Yep.
She seems much better with people.
Yeah.
Was that Edmund doing that? Because Edmund's good too.
Edmund should probably help with that in case we need to bribe anybody.
Edwin's good at black market
I've
goods.
got larceny, so if we need to find black market goods or procure illegal information,
Right. Well, I'm just thinking if things continue
Black market,
downhill,
like
then-
another way in.
well, say like that, yeah, that could be secret entrances into the town,
All right. Are we
illegal information.
You're looking for the most nefarious looking fellow around you. Be like, hey, any other way in here? Rumor? So what do you say to this? I don't know. You just asking a guy, asking to the cart. There's
Well,
a family. They're on a cart in front of you. It looks like they're coming in from their farm to sell their goods and their wares for the day. There's just like odd looking people, and also an odd number of people just kind of like milling around your cart. Also, they're standing and waiting beside the cart to get in.
all right. So I'm like, hey, excuse me. We're not from around here. We've been traveling forever, and man, I don't have time to stand in this line. Do you know of a shorter line, another gate somewhere?
Sure, the man, hey, he looks around. Oh, hey, hey, how's it going? He goes, yeah, you're at the east gate, and this is the most used road. You go all the way to the west gate. People don't go that far typically. It's a bit of a travel to get over there. You have to go all the way around the city. You're looking at a good hour just to get over there. This place is massive. You got to go all the way around the wall. But you can try the other gate. It's not as busy.
I'd rather be on the move than sitting here waiting for these. I was gonna say a bad word.
These mother truckers.
Then wait for these buffoons to get to us. Do you think they'll be as like nosy at the west gate?
Oh, there might be. That's a strange reason to leave, ma'am. But I wish you all the luck.
Well, thanks very much.
You know, if you just wait here, it'll be shorter. If you wait in line to get in, then it will be to go all the way around and then go wait in line over there.
Fair enough. Well, thanks very much. Can I toss him some sort of money that's not gold?
Some brass pennies.
Not.
Can I give you some not gold for your information?
No, I'll give him a gold piece. I'll flip him a gold piece and say thanks for the information.
All right.
That might draw some attention there
He
too.
bites it. Oh, his eyes light up. And he looks at you.
I'm gonna go to.
He does that Larry David thing where he just kind of twists his head back and forth.
So I'll let Edmund know. This is what he said. There's another gate. Less people. Same pokey guards. What do you want to do?
We're not in any kind of hurry. I say we go around.
All right, let's
Might
go.
want to be careful throwing gold around commoners too. They'll talk.
Oh, that farmer. I've been where he's been. That gold piece will go a long way. Okay.
Did you want to try a bargain and start asking around for secret inches there with your larceny?
Well, yeah, if there's anybody that looks like what I would notice, I mean, from my profession, shady individuals that might be.
Hey, pal, you look like a real piece of shit. Do you know another way in here?
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. You're just riding along. You break line, and the people behind you, you're like, yeah. They like move up just like 10 feet, and they get back. They're in line and not moving, but they're so excited that they made a little bit of leeway, and you bring the wagon around, and you're going, and you see a couple of shifty individuals hanging around by the wall. Looks like they're hunched over, and they might be throwing some dice, like bad guys do.
Yeah, I'll go talk to him. You just hit up, the normal chit chat that I
You just
my
come
profession would
lumbering
have.
up.
Excuse me, fellas. I want to know if you know some information. The secret type.
They whip around and they look and they quickly snatch the money off the ground from where they're playing, and they look at you.
Hold my hands up. I'm not here for your money. Just some information.
What sort of information?
The kind that you want to visit a splendid city like this, but not really be noticed by the locals that might have questions. If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean. Yeah, we might, maybe. I don't know about your cart, getting your cart in there. Maybe we could look after that for you.
I got a lot of cargo in there I got to get through. That's
Go ahead and
kind of
make
the whole point of getting all this through without being questioned too much.
me your easy bargain test using your black marketing.
Easy. Bargain. Hard, not a hard.
Hard bargain. No, it's an easy bargain.
Where's my bargain?
Oh, I need to create a graphic for hard bargain. They go, yeah, we know a way. We could be persuaded, possibly.
Okay. I'll pull out I'll pull out a gold.
Oh, then they right away. They're like, yeah, sure, okay. Puts it in his pocket. All right, just follow us, will you? And they start walking along the wall. And as they're doing so, they're feeling along every once in a while. And they get to a certain point. They stop. And one of the guys pulls out his dirk and he starts tapping it on one of the rocks. And he's looking around. He taps it, and he does a series of taps. And after a few moments of doing that, the wall breaks and swings open. It's like a false wall. There's like a door there that's just large enough for you to bring your wagon through.
I'm going to memorize this with my esoteric memory to know that this is a place.
I forgot you had that.
So I can find this again.
I forgot you had that. It doesn't come up very often. Neither is your larceny.
Hey, I get to use two things
that have never been of use to you at all, ever in a game.
Be fair, though. Trying to escape a continent, this is using Edmund's superpowers.
It's the smuggler and the bureaucracy.
Right? This is all Edmund and Euryxis. I'm useless.
You could spread your wings and fly.
Yeah, well, that'll go great.
Well, if we need a distraction, there's definitely one out there.
Caw-caw! Leaps off the nearest building. All right, so you guys are led in, and it's like a dark tunnel. It looks like an old sewer passage that's been used, repurposed into this secret entrance. And you make your way in there. It's dark. There's a couple lanterns hanging and swinging. And there's all sorts of nefarious-looking folks around here. And they're all staring at you as you're slowly riding your cart or your wagon through. But the two guys remain with you. And they're, follow us. Don't stop here. These we'll show you the way out. yeah, we'll show you the way out. And they're just kind of leading you through this dark, long passageway. You can hear like the occasional scream echo out once in a while. You can hear rats.
How many are there
in here? Oh, you scan the room and it's dark, and you see within every shadow, you swear you see someone or something moving. And you're going down a long, like 100-foot corridor. It's an old sewer. And these guys, they're walking along the wagon, and they're kind of talking to themselves and laughing.
How many are there?
And the two guys that you paid to bring you in, one will nudge the other one and point over certain places every once in a while.
Are we?
Follow us, follow us. We'll show you out of here. Don't you worry, don't you worry. There, gold's well spent with us.
And if you get silly with us, you probably won't walk out here alive, right?
What are you talking about? We're showing you a way out. You look like this is a nice wagon. You gotta, you're pretty quick to produce that gold piece you paid us.
Where are we now? Are we?
You're
Isn't
traveling
a wagon
through these,
like half
this
singed
old
piece of crap?
This old sewer.
Oh, we're in a sewer.
Yeah, it's an old sewer that's been repurposed as a smuggler's entrance.
Okay. All right. Well, Ruby will hop off, or she's on the wagon, I guess. Where's the ogre now at this point?
Is he still inside, or does he just burst out?
Oh, I'm still
I think
inside.
all
I don't.
Right, so
That'll be a surprise.
Ruby's gonna knock on the top of the wagon and just say, "We're in a sewer. Natives are restless."
Spumoni.
Yeah, I've run routes like this before in my day. I know what's up, so don't get silly.
Ruby's gonna pull out her 2 flintlocks, get her crossbow loaded, get them all ready in her lap so she can just start shooting shit.
So you're going back inside the wagon then to do all that?
No, she's on top of the wagon. She'll just have it on her lap.
On top, okay.
Yeah, but she's gonna make a big point to make sure her guns are loaded
You're being
properly.
very
And
showy.
Oh, yes.
I got 2 pistols.
got
See
2 pistols and a crossbow.
Loaded.
Right. She'll wink at she'll wink at anyone who looks up.
As you're doing so, you hear like a bottle smash against a wall. You hear someone laugh maniacally as you're doing that.
How wide is this sewer?
It is just wide enough for your cart to make its way through here. And all the water's drained out, so you've got high walls on either side of you, and you're not able to... Well, Ruby's on top of the cart, so she's got like good vantage point at the 2 walkways on either side of where the water would normally be. That's all drained out. So you can see, you really see shadows moving and milling about up there, Ruby. You see people dart in and out from the shadows every once in a while. Not sitting in shadows, you just see vagabonds sitting there, lying there, sleeping. Empty bottle next to them. The path, though, the sewer starts to incline and start to go up as you continue on. You can feel it, Edmund, as you head on. And the 2 of them, those 2 guys who are guiding you, they're walking next to the side of the cart. They're cramped and squished. And they're like, so how about some more money to ensure safe passage through here? What do you say?
Which one of you 2 is in charge?
They point to each other at the same time. Him.
Well, I just want to know who I'm going to kill first. If you ask for gold one more time, the next time you do, I'm shooting you in the head.
Are you rolling intimidate for me?
I can.
As you're loading your pistols, I'll make it a routine intimidate.
Okay. I always feel like I should get a bonus after I kill somebody, too. It's less intimidation and more just kind of a statement of causality at that point.
I told you I was going to kill you.
I told you what would happen.
Nobody's seen me in the cart yet, right?
No, you haven't. You haven't made your presence known.
But you heard Ruby. She was nice and clear so that the ogre could hear.
In my best ogre voice, I'm going to say fairly loudly to Edmund, I'm starving.
Are you Shrek?
There we go. Yes, I am.
And Edmund's your donkey?
It's okay there, big guy. We might have some, if things go sideways, you'll probably have plenty to eat here in just a moment.
Oh, they're not quite convinced. Oh,
what?
They're not quite convinced.
I rolled it. Oh, what did I roll? Oh, I missed it by a tiny bit. That's not my best stat. Oh, well. I should really put some points into that.
They laugh and they point. They go, you can't hit shit from up there, little one.
I always feel like this is what happens with intimidation. Just do I get what would my difficulty be if I kill one of them for the other one?
To just kill one? The one who says, I'm being forced down this path of evil.
Well, but she doesn't like they're being dishonest, but all right.
Yeah, he
There's-
can't hit you real good from up there, and I slide that blunderbuss out from under the seat. But what about this?
To point at the two of them.
Yeah.
So
Remember, I got
do you
that
want-
blunderbuss from the
Do you
one
want
guy.
to? Are you trying to intimidate them?
Yeah, I'll try and intimidate. Actually,
I'll give you an
I'm going to use Litany of Hatred. I'm like, if you don't get us out of here, we'll gut you right now.
Yeah,
feed you to
do it.
So where's my shit? Standard or what? No, I get plus 20 because I'm not injured.
Yep.
So
they look at each other and they look up at this blunderbuss being pointed right at their faces because they're like right next to you. It's cramped down where you're riding, and like, okay, yeah, just this way. We'll go, and maybe we can talk about further payment when we get out of here, right? And they start to like hurry their pace.
Excellent.
They also take 13 peril and are automatically dropped 1 rank to begin with.
13.
Well, I passed, so it's a critical success. So that drops them 1 peril
God.
level and then 13 more peril.
Don't we know somebody who thinks Litany of Hatred isn't that powerful? Wow. Okay, you can see that you definitely phased them, and they're moving at a quicker pace. And like, just don't stop, don't look at anything. Just keep going. Let's get out of here. Let's go.
Ruby says, "I'm glad you see it my way."
They look back at you and they kind of chuckle. Sorry, let's reset my sound there. All right, so if you guys said anything there, I missed it. All I heard was Ruby said, "I'm glad you see it my way."
No, that was it.
All right, they laughed at you, Ruby. They chuckled.
I'm gonna shoot them anyways. They're just making me mad.
They're just pricks.
Calm down, Ruby. We still got to get out of here without being noticed. We hadn't even got in the city proper yet.
We'll need one of them to show us.
You guys got to kill everybody last time.
It's not fair. I don't get to kill anybody.
I want to kill people. Says the guy who at the beginning of the show was like,
Yeah,
I'm being pulled
He's
down this
very
path.
conflicted.
I'm being pulled against my will, guys.
Mom always lets you kill the people.
We're giving you a hard time, Mike. Hey,
No, all good. That's good.
I just realized we had mature content still on as a tag, so we could have been swearing all we wanted.
Fuck yeah.
Is it still there?
Well, yeah, you had mature content, and the ad ran with a bunch of 9-year-olds in it. On
Did it?
some kind of
That's Twitch's
Minecraft
doing,
thing.
not mine.
yeah.
Twitch
okay, well,
selects what they run, not us.
Twitch
All right,
was selling to 12-year-olds. I'm just saying,
all right. Well, we were marked as mature content.
not our fault.
It's not our fault. It's all Twitch.
I don't know. I mean, you got killing people, prostitutes, all kinds of stuff.
We have an
It's
ex-prostitute in the party.
That sounds judgy.
All we do is cuddle.
It's true.
Come cuddle my rapier.
Right?
All right, so you guys continue on, and as you get further and further up, you're going up this steep incline. You get to the crest of the top, and you can see that there's a door up ahead. And you can see through the slats, sun shining through, and there are more guards, not town or city guards, but guards at the door. And the two look to you, Edmund. They go, hey, "There's gonna be a price to get through here. We can't. This has nothing to do with us. We're gonna have to pay those guys to get through."
I gave you money. Go ahead and pay them. We'll negotiate.
That wasn't part of the deal. That wasn't part of the deal. You paid us to get you in the city. Now you got to pay your way past these guys and get your way in.
We're not in the city. That was the deal.
Oh, the city's
You
right there.
said so yourself.
It's right there.
Who do we got to get past?
A couple of nefarious-looking guards.
Ruby said, I think that was included.
They laugh when you talk. Okay, little one. You're funny. With your little pistols and your little mini crossbow.
I go ahead and cock the blunderbuss. I go ahead and cock it back. The hammer.
All right. One of them, you can hear an audible "Lum," as you do that, and you go, we'll be right back. And they
Are we?
scuttle
Are we?
off.
I was gonna say, are we within range of the guards, or they're going up
Yes.
to the guards?
Oh yeah, you
Okay.
can see the guards. You're like getting in front of the door here. So they go over the guards and they're talking. You can see them. They're huddled over and they're talking. They point back at you guys every once in a while, and they throw their arms up and they point again, and
I don't
one of the
trust.
motions to their belt, like the side of their belt where their weapon is, and they're pointing back at you. This goes
Hey,
on for quite some time.
I'm gonna elbow Tobias at the start of it and send him up and point up there to go get close so I can hear what's going on. Time for my ogre hearing, guys.
All right, your little butler demon hops out and he scuttles on over, and he gets nice and close and he listens. And the two of them are they're trying to buy your way in, and the two guards at the door go, no, if they want through, you got to pay more. You got to pay more. It's not the standard price. We don't know who these guys are. This is dangerous for us to let them through. This could be guards. This could be.
What does it say the price is?
They're saying the price is 2 silver
For all of us?
for all of you.
Guys, it looks like I'm going to relay that I can hear what's going on.
Inside the cart.
Yeah. You just
Well,
turn-
with my
you
with
turn
my
your
head
right
from
fist.
sticking out the back.
Ogres have good hearing, Ruby says.
It's going to be about 2 silver for all of us to get through. Seems like a pretty paltry sum. The issue might be that the idiots we gave money to get in here probably can't break that gold coin.
Should pay in silver next time.
Well, that's always the bad thing when you do crap like that. It's like you don't want to insult the people, but you don't want to overpay. So it's like typically it's like, well, gold's quite a bit of money, and they should keep their mouth shut and be happy with it. So we'll wait and see what's going on.
So what do you guys want to do? 2 silver is, I mean, I spent that last week, but you know.
Let's Ruby says, let's
Yeah,
just
I'll
go
take
ahead and pay him.
All right, who wants to go up there and pay them?
Well, I'm going to wait till they come back. Or
Sure, they keep arguing a little bit, and they shrug their shoulders, and they come back. Go, hey, listen, you guys got to pay to get in.
okay, I'll take care of this. I'll walk up there.
They go, no, we can look after this for you. It'll be another gold to get in the gate. We'll deliver for you.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do this for you. Here's 4 silver, 2 for each of the guards. That should probably cover it.
2 silver? They'll never let you through for that.
You want to bet on it?
They look at each other
Be a
like,
hard
sure.
bargain.
Sure. And they pull out their dice. They pull out their Pokemon cards. No.
Because, see, my big friend that y'all hadn't seen yet, he's got real good hearing. And heard him say it's going to be 2 silver to get through.
Again, you hear the guy. Go, yeah. That's right. 2 silver. We talked them down for you. You had your friend's got really good hearing.
So
Sure.
here's 4 silver, 2 for each of the guards. And the gold I gave you to get us through here is more than enough for both of you.
Sure. They snatch it up from you. Oh, yeah, no worries. Hey, just put that blunderbuss down. They kind of grab it and they kind of start lowering it.
They grab at my blunderbuss?
No, they don't grab it. They just put their hand on it and they just kind of lower it.
I'm like, that's
They
going to be
grab
bad
our
when you grab
blunderbuss,
it and
they're
pull with
dead.
my fingers on the trigger.
All right, so they scuttle back, and you see them talk to the guards, and they point back at you guys again, and they hand over the silver, and the door cracks and swings open, and you can see this big, massive, great city in front of you. It looks like where you guys are opening out into looks to be the slums of the city. There's tenements all over the place. They're packed somewhat tightly. There's people milling about, children running around playing. There's like chickens and goats and hogs in the road. There's people shouting, and it's just really, really densely packed street. There's just activity everywhere. It's probably, mid-afternoon at this point, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. So it's midday. And you guys break through the gate. Well, not break, but you make your way through the gate and into the city. And it's just a hive of activity. There's just like, you're being assaulted by sounds from every which direction, above you, behind you, on the side, coming from every building. You hear people yelling at one another, yelling at their kids, they're yelling at their loved ones, they're yelling at their mistresses or misters. You hear it all. And like I said, you guys aren't used to this at all. You've not been in a city like this, at least for a long time. You may have come from one on your past, but you've been on the road traveling for so long, and it has been forever since you've been in a major metropolitan city like this. Eurixis, you're not as assaulted by it. You are from a bigger town, but not like a city. But you've also done some travels. You've been around in your time, so you're not as taken aback by the sights and sounds and smells of Estebury. You have to get away from all the German names because I can't pronounce them. So move to English names.
No, I take a deep breath and I, the salt of the earth. Pretty excited about being where I am.
Yeah, speaking of salt of the earth, you can smell that sea air assault your nostrils and you take a deep breath. You also smell a heavy dose of shit also hit your nostrils, but you get a whiff of that sea air when you do so.
So what's our plan in this city? Are we spending the night? Are we looking for passage right away?
Let's just catch a boat, Ruby says.
Yeah, it could take a few days, but there's definitely order.
Yeah, so you guys start running around. Like I said, you're in the slums. You're in the poor part of town. There's just worn down, ramshackled, multi-story buildings all around you. There's laundry hanging out, and you can smell the sweet aroma of food being made. Sorry, I'm just reading the chat here. Thanks, Bill. And as you do so, you guys are going down the road, and up ahead of you, you can see that there's a whole bunch of guards. There's like a dozen or so town guards, and they're pounding pieces of wood into the ground, and they're wrapping yellow cloth around one of these tenements, one of these buildings, and they're at the front door and they're pounding nails into boards and they're sealing the door on this place, and it's like they're effectively roping it off by putting these wooden boards all the way around it, making a perimeter and putting a white cloth all around it. You can hear people screaming and shouting on the inside, let me out, and they're hammering all of the windows and shutters and doors, and keeping people in there and not allowing them to go free. And there's a crowd that's gathering and watching, and people are shouting, hey, let them out of here, let them out, there's nothing wrong with them. One of the guards,
got the Rona.
Yeah, one of the guards goes, they've got the disease, they can't be allowed out. Now, buzz off or you might get it also.
I think I know my next spot of arson.
Oh, no.
That's dark.
That
Well, if
is
they're
dark.
What's the disease?
Huh? Some guy turns around. Huh? What's it to you? Who are you? You're obviously not from here.
I'm not from here, but I'm curious.
Yeah, well, there's this disease that's been ravaging the slums here recently, and this is the city's answer to stopping it. They shut people in and they don't let them leave, and they let them just effectively die in there. But this is a horrible disease. People they faint. They're feverish, fatigued. They start vomiting uncontrollably, and they're dead within days. Nobody knows what's causing this infection.
Oh, that doesn't sound quite right. Can I talk to one of them?
You can talk to them from the other side of that cloth. They're not going to let you near it.
That's fine. Hop down, put my hop down and go over to the other side of the cloth and say, psst, psst. Anybody in there?
You're psting, and you hear, help, please. And the guards they look at you and they start sauntering over, and you can see a woman in one of the windows that's not boarded up yet. She's like, please, and she holds out her child. Please take my child. Don't let them get shut in here. She holds out it looks like a toddler, like a 3-year-old boy, screaming and clinging, trying to hold on to its mother. Please.
I wouldn't do that, Eurixis.
Please, take my child.
What is this illness? And I'm like you can see the inner debate on whether or not I want to take this child.
Yeah, because you're a barber, sir. You're also fascinated by this, aren't you?
Yes.
You know we can't care for that thing on our journey.
And you know you'll end up in there with them, right?
Tell me about this illness. What is it? Why do they have you in this cage?
So that we don't spread it. Someone in here, they caught a family was found with it in here just days ago. And as you're talking, a guard he gets closer and closer. Hey, what are you doing? You want to be locked in there with them?
I'm just asking some questions, man. Jeez.
Go ask them somewhere else, or else we'll throw you in there with them.
Ah.
Megan's daughter keeps coming back in the room. So as she's talking to you and the guard comes over, he points one of his, hey, close that window. And one of the guards comes over. He's got a bunch of boards and he slams the shutter shut and he starts hammering nails and boards on this thing shut. And you can hear screaming and crying from inside.
And I go back to the cart and go, this doesn't piss you guys off? Like these people, I can't see anything wrong with them. They're being boarded up in these things like animals.
It sounds grim.
Yeah, it sucks, but that's not our problem.
And I'll reluctantly jump back into the cart and be like, I'm coming back.
As you do so, you can hear a man screaming from up on one of the top stories. You see up on the 6th story, there's a man hanging on a window. He's like, no, you're not going to take me. I'm not going to be infected like the rest of them. And he jumps out the window and falls 6 stories and slams into the ground here in front of the crowd. The crowd gasps. People scream. I don't know if 6 stories will kill you. Break your legs.
Depends on how you land, yeah. Plenty enough to kill someone.
What is Erg rolling for?
Oh, he's rolling to see if he's going to laugh. He is not.
He falls out and he's lying there on the ground. There's a bloody mess everywhere and he's moaning. And one of the guards comes over with his crossbow, just in the head, and they pick up his body, throw it in the back of a wagon, cover it over, and they finish boarding this place up.
Oh, these bastards.
You don't want to watch it. You could be infected now. You just touch that man. He's all bloody.
We got gloves on.
I'm sure they'll wash their hands.
Do they have good PPE? Does it look like?
Yeah. They've got face. No, they don't.
No.
And they're not practicing social distancing.
Why don't we get out of this section of the city and go to a place that's, don't get me wrong, this is the right chunk of the city to hide in, but we need to get something booked out of here.
Yeah, something a little less pestilency.
Pestilence-y.
Yes. If I know a city, the docks will be bordering this neck of the woods anyway. We should be able to follow your nose, boys, to the salty sea air.
Hey, Toucan Sam? Follow your nose. It always knows. All right, you guys continue on down your path, and you want to head for the docks. Are you going to ask someone, hey, how do I get to the docks? And they go, hey, I heard you paid that guy gold. I want 2 gold. No, they'll go, just go that way. Just keep heading on this road and hang a left over there, and then I'll get you to the docks. It's a nice looking cart you got there. Where'd you find that? Where'd you get that cart from?
Carts are us.
Your mom.
What? That's not very nice.
We just haven't killed anybody today.
Yeah, yet.
It is still
So you continue on, and you guys, it goes from like mud and shitty, worn down, dirty roads where your cart's getting stuck and you have to make your way through crowded streets, and you finally get to some like cobblestone where you get out of the slums, and you're in a more of a commercial district now at this point. You're making your way along, and you're seeing there's shops and there's inns and taverns and all sorts of places about as you're going down the street. And you guys want to continue heading towards the docks?
Yeah, it's the game plan, I think.
All right, you ask around and people point the way and they tell you how to get there, and you eventually make your way to the docks, and it's big, long. The whole back end of this city, I should say the north side of the city, is all along the sea, and it's just like from end to end docks. There's massive, huge barges. There's smaller little merchant ships. You name it. There's even passenger vessels where you can book, to go on holiday somewhere. Lined up all along.
I'd like
here.
to go on holiday.
Where would you like to go on holiday?
Holiday.
Let's take a look at some travel brochures. Someplace exotic.
Thanks for trying to sing that high, Bill.
Yeah.
I may never be able to talk right again.
Yeah, don't hurt yourself.
Me and Bill will do a duet. It'd be marvelous.
There you go. All right. Sorry. What did you say?
Do we see any places that have a module?
I'm watching. I was like, what? No, you can see though. One of the places, the first one that you come across that's booking passenger boats. They have like a board listing different places you can go to and costs next to them.
Okay.
So there's a man behind a ticket booth there. It's fenced off. There's just a little circle cut at the bottom, and he talks to you through the fence. Yeah, what do you want? You looking to go somewhere? Get away?
Yeah, we want to see the world, have a vacation.
See the world, have a vacation, huh?
This is my this is our lawyer. I'm sure he can negotiate it with you.
I just nod.
Okay. Not a lot of people bring their lawyers on holiday with them. What is so where are you looking to go? How much I should ask how much you looking to spend?
Well, where are some places you guys go to?
Well, you can just
nice.
You can just go, the next city over. You can head over to France. That's not too bad.
Are we someplace where it's cold or warm?
It's warm right now.
We'd like to get out of this heat. Do you have any place that's colder?
Colder? Not many people want to go where it's cold. Why do you want to take a holiday where it's freezing?
Well, that's what you do with holidays. You go someplace you can visit, but you don't have to stay.
Someplace different than where you are. That's the definition of a holiday.
Yeah, what's the farthest place you go the soonest?
Or that.
Is that what you say?
No,
You didn't fail your dunderhead roll?
I did not.
He looks at you and he goes, "Don't I know you from somewhere?" He points to you, Ruby.
Oh, I don't think so. I've never been here before.
No, I swear. And he looks over at you, Evan. I swear. Are you sure you've not booked passage before on one of our ships?
I've never been to the ocean at all.
Good memory is how you wind up dead here, fella.
Got into the chase.
Goes, I don't know. Maybe it'll come to me later, but I swear that I've seen the two of you somewhere before. But anyway, the furthest place away, huh? That's what you're looking for? That would be Ardland. Ardland's the furthest place away. It's freezing cold. Nobody really goes there. We send fishermen up there to work, and that's really all that goes on up there. There's no tourism or anything. It's not a vacation
Big
spot.
cities. What really big thriving cities would be interesting too.
Does it have to be cold?
Not necessarily, but something exotic, nothing local. We want to see something new.
Matt, what do we know of the world here? Do we know of a country that's much less interested in the major religions of the state? Maybe doesn't really use the Inquisition.
What he's asking for is domiciles that don't respect jurisdiction.
Yeah.
Or,
no extradition.
Extradition, right? That's what that's it.
Think of yourselves if we're looking at a map. Essentially, we'll say you're in Europe. You're in Northern Europe, and you're looking at book passage right now. So if you go to north, it's going to be cold. To go to Africa, it's going to be a hell of a long boat ride. You probably have to hop multiple boats to get there, but you can go really far down south to where it's warm. Yeah, we'll use the real world map as a kind of like a basis for our world because we haven't really established.
To Mediterranean, we don't have to go to the southern tip.
Oh yeah, it's true. Like Egypt and
Cairo.
Morocco and
Yeah,
all
let's
that
go to
stuff.
Egypt.
Zanzibar.
Okay.
Going-
Is if we were to go there, would the Inquisition be stronger grasp or less?
Are you asking the guy behind the ticket booth?
No,
this?
I like what I'm checking our knowledge of the world. Do we know that?
You don't know. You can roll if you would like to, but a lot of the stuff you know about the witch hunters is fable. It's things that whispered in the night, talked about in taverns and bars, things to scare kids to go to bed at night. They're like this mystical force that just seems to show up and kill things. You guys have already killed one, so you're kind of like, well, maybe they're not as strong as everybody.
That sounds like folklore to me.
So we'll do a folklore, and we'll do a challenge, a hard folklore.
Hard.
And this is for anybody?
Anybody and everybody. If you want to pull on your knowledge of the witch hunters, the witch finders. Critical failure. Success.
Got it.
Erg
knows everything about them.
Yeah, Erg's like, they're everywhere, guys. We can't go anywhere without them following us. Edmund, you know that the further north you go, the colder it gets. Their reach is not as strong, but they do have presence just about everywhere in the world. You're in like the hotbed of it right now, being in Europe. This is where you're going to find the biggest density, but they are spread out across the globe. But places where there's less population, you'll have less chance of encountering or running or having a presence of a witch hunter.
All right.
I mean, the other option is a 4-man holy crusade across Europe.
Just killing every witch hunter you find.
Yeah, we could do that.
You're just like, F it, we're going to kill all of them.
They're looking for us, so we could set up traps easy, make our presence known someplace to start luring them there.
Goblin Cave says, I like that option. The viewers want to see you guys become witch hunters.
Ooh.
What will the dwarf say?
I was gonna say that could be a tough sell for Barsh.
He's never here. He doesn't show up anymore for sessions.
He's drunk in the cart.
Well, he is wanted by them.
True.
I think all we really need to do is get Barsh to try and turn himself in, and
that'll fix that.
Well, that's a fait accompli, right? Well, either way, it solves their Barsh problem. Either he kills them, or they kill him. That's not Ruby talking now. That's just me talking. So.
That's Mike just spitballing it.
That's right.
Not the characters, the players. Where do y'all want to go? Like, pick what real world y'all want to go to? Like Norway, or you want to go to Africa or like Egypt?
So Italy sounds like let's go to the Holy Roman Empire.
let's take them on. Let's go to their front door.
That sounds like
that sounds bad.
Tier 3 stuff going.
Yeah.
Once we had advanced here, then F it. We're gonna kill every witch hunter we can find.
Yeah, maybe we go to Egypt and work to start ridding them of the influence.
AFK your second.
You walk away, Mike walks away. All right, Erg and Erixus, it looks like it's up to the two of you. Where do you want to go? Because the two of them just walked away.
Yeah, I think Egypt.
So Mediterranean.
Yeah, southern Mediterranean.
The northern tip of the continent to the south, right? We'll have to make a damn map. We've always just kind of gone along a road. We'll have to make a map for our world, or we need someone with art skills.
You know, you've been playing for too long. When?
Yeah, I know, right? I was like, oh, we got to map this out. So it happens when you're the longest running streamed Zweihander game on the internet.
So yeah, I think the continent directly to the south, where they have less say, and we could potentially start loosening that say even more, would be the right place to go.
Okay. So you essentially want to book passage around the continent and down.
Yeah, through the Rock of Gibraltar there.
Yeah. Oh, we need a map. That's great. I never thought we'd be at that point. I thought you guys would have all died and this would have been over.
We tried.
We're getting there.
We're getting there. All right, so you want to book passage for... the name of that place is Zada. Is the city that they will take you to. Zada is far away. You're gonna have to do hops along the way in ports. You're not gonna be on one ship, but they can set it up for you, all of your adjoining boats, and arrange for you.
Needs?
Yep.
Excellent.
Hey, if this guy's almost off shift, and I'm assuming it's late in the day now, maybe we want to take him out for a drink with us.
And eat him. Why are you guys you're just trying to murder someone? He goes, okay, Zada. You want to go to Zada? Yeah. We can book you passage to Zada. That'll be, hold on. He brings out a big, massive directory. Goes all the way back. It starts with Z. He's, nobody's been here in a long time. Okay, we're going to connect here. We're going to go there. We're going to start here. And then we'll go there. And we can go, okay. It'll be, he pulls out a ledger and he starts writing. And he looks at you, counts 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're looking at 10 gold apiece.
And what
Seems a
real
little
world
steep.
equivalent is this we're going to?
You're going to Egypt. You're going around the continent you're on in south.
What kind of accommodations, Ruby asks?
You'll be on a ship. You'll get a
We each
bunk.
getting our own room?
You'll get a bunk. I can't guarantee you rooms. So not every boat that you're going to be on is a passenger. You're going to have to go on some merchant ships to get there as well.
Merchant.
How many transfers?
And he goes, he sighs. 1 minute. He starts counting his book.
Now we're looking at WestJet, seeing how many times we have to stop over.
Yeah.
Okay.
If this is a merchant ship, like they got room for my wagon, or am I gonna have to ditch it?
Oh, the wagon! You want to take that too? And he
I'm
points
asking.
over at your wagon with his quill and. Okay. Well.
That, or I can leave that as payment for us.
What? I work on the docks. What do I want a wagon for?
We could go sell it. It's worth more than the
Okay.
10 gold.
He goes,
Well,
okay,
it's
well,
gold a
you
piece,
take
so
the
that's what-
wagon.
Piece.
He goes, it'll be another 5 gold for the wagon.
Edmund, does that sound like a fair price to you?
I don't know. Does it?
Hard bargain. It is a great distance that you are traveling.
Yeah. Well, okay. Like if we got there and to procure another wagon, what would that cost?
Oh,
Hey, how about if we gave you 50 gold? Could we leave tonight?
there's no ships that leave tonight. You're gonna have to wait. And it goes back to the book directory. You have to wait. It looks like 3 days before you can leave here.
We just have to lay low.
What's that? He said,
Nothing. Talking to my friends.
Yeah. All right. So is it a deal? Should I start booking passage for you?
Yeah.
Are we ready to go? How long will it take us to get there?
It'll take you 2 weeks.
Oh.
Does that include our food?
He sighs. Hey, you don't pack your own?
Usually, for that kind of money, meals would be included.
Do you realize and understand how great of a distance you're traveling?
That's why we're asking these questions.
Hate to be out for half a week and not have any food.
Yeah, I can.
Buy
For
some
that
fish
price that
balls.
you're paying, you can get hardtack will be included.
Do you have anybody who speaks the local language down there that would be traveling there as well?
I'm
Might
sure
be
there'll
helpful to
merchants
try
on
and
the-
learn it.
I'm sure as you get closer, there'll be people on the ships that'll speak it, locals and merchants that head there. I don't. It's too far away. I don't know how to speak Zodanese.
Sudanese?
Good spin.
Gesundheit. All right,
Should
we got a deal. So I'll take payment and
Whoa. Ruby says, you can have a deposit. You get the rest of it when we're on the ship.
Fine. I'll take 20% up front.
9 gold.
Yeah, 20%. It's 2 gold.
I was
Well,
gonna say 9 gold.
It's 4 people times 10 plus 5 for the trailer.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Edmund's doing it. I think
That is one
individually.
mathy ogre.
He isn't. Well, he's an
Incredible
astrologer. He's not a mathematician.
numeration.
Yep. There you go. He got to use a skill he didn't get to use much.
Cha-ching.
All right, everybody, throw in.
Yep.
All right, he takes money. All right, and he produces. Here you go. His vouchers show up 3 days. The rest will be taken care of for you when you get here, and we'll take the rest of the payment at that time.
I lean over and I say, "Do you have any recommendations of a place to stay?"
Yeah. Place to stay. There's the Bloated Trout here on the docks. You can go there. It's a little rough. A lot of dock sailors and such around there. But yeah, you can go to the
I'm
Bloated
going
Trout.
to elbow Edmund and ask him how much discretion's going to cost us.
I don't know. It's going to cost some. Now, once we're out of earshot of this guy, or are we still right here?
Yeah, you're still standing in front of the ticket booth.
Okay, once we're done, let's walk off a ways where we can talk.
Sure, you have your wagon all day. You can use your wagon for the next 3 days. You can go over to your wagon, huddle around.
Oh, while we're walking away, I'm going to be seeing if I can get Tobias to see if he sees where the gold is getting put.
Terrible.
Our names?
Terrible. He didn't ask for any of your names. He knows your faces, though.
And that's fine. Don't give names. So what we should be doing while we're going to these little bars and things, we need to be dropping hints
Why don't we just go into a room and stay there for 3 days?
Yeah, but we need to hit a few of the bars in the local areas up, talk it up loud about how we're going west. We're going different areas, so when Inquisition comes calling, they get hopefully a false trail.
Inquisition, nothing. That guy is going to sell us out.
Why do you say that?
Who recognizes somebody, doesn't bother to figure out where they recognize him from, and then just quietly takes 20% of their money?
Somebody who may want the other 80%?
Yeah.
Well, the day
we're worth a few shillings more than that.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
Accidents can always happen before we leave.
For a few shillings more.
If only we had a way to watch him the entire time we were here.
You have to be 50 yards away or something. He's got a tether.
I guess I'll figure out some magic around that.
It'd be horrible if his house burned down in the middle of the night with him in it.
Oh, don't do that again.
Fire is just following us everywhere.
Right?
Yeah, so the magic I'm going to figure out is I'm going to ask Tobias to tail him, and if he senses anything inappropriate, come get us immediately if he can't stop it himself.
Sure. And he went in there. He's like, I saw him put the money in a lockbox there that he underneath his desk.
Why don't we just hang out in the wagon down by the docks or in a secluded part of the city and just live in the wagon?
It'll be very cramped quarters.
Yeah, say that's not for like one, maybe two of us, but for all of us, that's going to be highly.
Well, you know what we could do? We could take shifts and like park it not too far from a crowded
Walmart.
tavern.
It's like your RV.
Park in the Walmart, right?
Here's a question there, Matt. How many other ogres have we seen in this town?
You have seen a few. Not a ton, but you have seen some.
So I'm not exactly how you would say inconspicuous. I like maxed height and am rail thin.
Yeah, you don't look like a regular ogre.
What's the major like racial divide here? Like, what do the general population make most of?
Human.
Human?
Yeah. But you have seen dwarves and the odd elf. Elves are really... Actually, you haven't seen any elves. They're very, very obscure. Seen the odd dwarf, the odd halfling, very few ogres.
How about a party of an ogre, a dwarf,
Yeah.
a halfling, and a really fat human?
Yeah, a really big guy. No.
No?
Your doubles. Your stunt doubles like in Spaceballs.
Right, that's who we need.
Fall Guys. And
No,
Grunt.
you haven't come across your stunt doubles.
Ogre, do you have any magic for us that could hide us?
My specialty isn't so much hiding as getting rid of those who might be looking.
As burning.
Is setting a flame.
I mean, you've seen what I'm capable of. It doesn't exactly lend itself to, let's say, sleight of hand.
Well, one thing we could do that would really, I think, kill two birds with one stone is if tonight, when things got really dark and quiet, we went out into the city and opened up all those buildings that have been sealed up with the plague victims and set them free. The city would be way too busy to worry about us.
Absolutely.
Oh,
And-
we'd be doing those plague victims a real favor.
Well, you think that's a real thing? You think they're really sick?
I don't know. I didn't see any symptoms. They were just hysterical and frightened. Wouldn't
Hey,
you?
worst case scenario, we have some panacea if it's needed.
Great.
He does
you
have
can cure them?
panacea.
Pardon?
You can cure them?
Oh no, I can cure 3 people.
How many people were in the building?
I can cure 3 of us.
Oh,
Panacea is also worth a fortune.
Yeah, say
It
it's
is
worth a lot of
worth
money.
a ridiculous sum of money.
Right.
Like we're talking, we could probably, if we could
Like
go
kings
to
will pay for
a
it.
yeah, if we could go to a king's house and try and sell this stuff, it would probably be worth hundreds of gold each.
wow. Can you make more of it?
No. Well, do you have Witchstone?
Witchstone and or bodies?
We seem to come across Witchstone pretty regularly.
Twice and got it once.
Okay, good point. Should have taken more, and there was a whole cavern filled with it.
In hindsight, huh?
Hey, we have 3, and that
Okay.
should be enough to bribe us through anything. But we're gonna have to cross that bridge later. Let's
Well,
see where we can sleep.
All right. Hopefully, we don't have to kill anybody tonight.
Hopefully.
I'm still starving.
That hardtack jerky's not going to cut it, huh?
It is what it
Edmund
is.
probably has some sausage. He's always got sausage.
Yep.
That Spumoni. It just sounds wrong. Yes.
Panda.
Yeah. So, where do you want to go? Where do you want to head out? What do you want to do for the evening? You've acquired a passage to Zada.
Well, that remains to be
I
seen.
think
but
we're going to be as quiet as possible. Go get a room somewhere.
we're going to
Yeah,
go
we just want to lay low.
right.
Okay. So you just wanted to find a place to get a room for the night?
We're gonna take up on his offer. Go to the trout place.
The bloated trout?
Well, hold on.
Ideally, I'd prefer to stay at not even a official hotel.
Yeah, let's not stay
Hostile.
where the guy sent us in case he double crosses us.
What about a brothel?
Ruby says, not really my thing, but
It'll be safe.
I'm sure your money will go a long way in the slums.
that's what you want to do during a pandemic.
Right?
I mean, it
Sure.
works for me.
You seem to know your way around a brothel, Ruby says, non-judgmentally. Lead the way.
Fantastic.
Non-judgmentally. Remember something about Marie? You guys were in a brothel in that one too, remember?
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of the brothel. That was a long time ago. Holy moly. It was a really long time ago. That was over on Jowsam's Den, wasn't it?
Don't remember.
I think so.
It's been a while.
Yep.
Because that was like the second adventure, I think.
Yeah. I think no, it was Night of Blood.
Night of Blood. Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, it was a good adventure.
It was a good venture.
Should write it for you sometime, Megan. It's good. It's a good one
That's
shot.
where Erg got his first demon part.
Excellent.
Yeah, I
Good old-
carried around a hand for a long time, didn't I?
Good times.
I
Acquiring pieces. Fantastic.
I looked up random brothel name generators and some funny stuff in here.
Yeah.
Pigs in a blanket.
That'll need some context when someone minds your Google searches 50 years from now.
Yeah, right. Farmer's oats. There's some funny names on here. All right, so you find a place. Wow.
And clam. Oh, jeez.
Called Sweat.
Yeah, don't drop that rating warning.
Just Sweat. Oh, those names are good. All right. So you start asking around. It goes, yeah, Sweat is the closest one nearby.
Maybe they meant to put another E in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna go around to the back to the kitchen door. I'm gonna knock on
Sweat.
of Sweat. Absolutely.
She knows the lingo here.
Yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Ruby's going to go across the street to Sweet.
We're not being weird. Her first profession for her character was a prostitute. So if anybody's jumped in, they're like, what's going on? Why are they saying these things about her? Because her character legitimately is an ex-prostitute. That was her first profession.
Yep.
All right.
She knows the
Erixis.
ropes, and sometimes if they asked for the ropes, it was extra.
Absolutely.
Tally
okay.
Hose was another name on it.
Tally hose.
Oh,
You know what's
man.
disturbing is that there is a random name generator for whorehouses.
No, that shouldn't surprise anybody.
That's not surprising. All right, so you're at the back door of Sweat, and what do you want to do? The door's slightly ajar to the kitchen, letting the evening air in. You can hear shouting and clanging of pots, and
Excellent. So I'm just gonna knock on the door. Going to
the door swings open, and there's a little grumpy dwarf with a cigarette hanging out of his mouth, staring at you. What do you want?
hello, sir. Hello, sir. It's the madam home. I have some business to discuss with her.
Huh? Go through the front. This is the kitchen.
This is kitchen talk, my good friend.
Yeah. You got the delivery? I need a sack of onions.
Absolutely, I do.
How about some baby powder?
Alk.
Sucks back at his cigarette. Where are they? Where's my onions? I need them for the stew.
I don't have onions. They were all out, but I have some sausage. That's dynamite.
Oh, free to a good home, right?
He kind of looks at you as kind of judgingly and takes a drag out of his cigarette. Sausage? Where's it from?
Oh, it's from the east with spices and flavors I bet you have never tasted.
Yeah, give me some.
From here and there.
Let me taste it.
I go back.
What's
and
it? What is it? Pork? What is this made from?
This
A variety of special meats.
Hey, who's that guy? Where'd he come from?
this is my friend. He's the master chef behind these sausages.
Master Chef.
Oh,
he gets
I feel-
all
I feel
the
like
only Master
Gandalf,
Chef here is me. And he starts he pulls out a butcher knife.
What are you doing?
Just try some.
Uncontrollably.
Of course, not nearly as good as you, sir, but give these a whirl.
He snatches it from you and swishes around his mouth. He whiffs the aroma off the sausage. And finally he consumes it. He goes, not bad. Not bad. Blows smoke in your face.
The special ingredients butter.
What'd you say was in it? I've never quite tasted anything like it before.
It's an old family recipe.
Besides, sir, as a master chef yourself, would you divulge the secret ingredient?
And now you're playing to my ego, little lady. Ha! He goes, how much of it you got for sale?
How much do you need?
I'll take 20 pounds.
20 pounds. I look at Edmund. 20 pounds? Will that
You
be
don't
a
have 20 pounds of
I'm like,
sausage.
how much do we have?
No,
I don't-
you've got like 5 pounds left, maybe.
Best I can do is 5. That's all we got left. Everybody's bought the rest.
Hmm.
Keep us running out of stock.
5 pounds, huh? I'll give you 10 silver.
10 silver in a meeting with your madam.
This is the kitchen. Why do you keep bringing her up?
Ah, you being the master chef, my good sir. I know you have pull up front. All I need is a couple words with her.
Is that a double entendre?
Gentle.
He goes, fine. What we agreed to? 15 silver? And you talk to Francesca?
19 silver, and I'll make my conversation short.
Fine. 19. You just went up. He said 15. You went to 19.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
paying us though.
He goes, I'll take it.
Oh, that we're paying him? No,
No, he's paying us for the sausage.
No, you're paying me to sell this here for you. I'm representing you.
Oh,
I thought he was wanting to buy the sausage. from
Yeah.
You're
That's what I
paying.
thought, too.
You're paying me. Otherwise, you go sell it on the streets. You want in a fancy establishment like Sweat? You got to pay.
well then, yeah,
Sure.
sure, done, deal. We're good.
He laughs. Ha 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 ha! Armand wins again.
Armand.
Armand the dwarf. Uh,
Sweat. Excellent.
the head chef in Sweat.
Excellent.
Really pushing up that reputation for Sweat. That's right. Yeah. All right, he goes, all right, come in. He ushers you into his kitchen, and just like filthy as pots and pans and old food on the counters, and it's kind of rotting. He goes, brings you to the front. There's like swinging saloon-style doors to the front of the kitchen. He goes, all right, he opens one of the doors, and he points out in the room, and it's just packed. It's filled with people, men, women. The whole place is just super, super, super busy. And he points at there's a big grand staircase, and there's a very well-dressed older woman on there. That's Francesca. That's the madam. That's what you're looking for.
Armand, I thought you were going to introduce me.
Fine. He stomps. He stomps out there, and he goes up the stairs, and you can tell as soon as he starts making his way towards the madam, she's got a disapproving look on her face. Before you even say anything, friend. And he points back behind him at the group of you. He takes a long drag from his cigarette, and he blows the smoke in your face, Euryxis. There, Francesca. I don't know the names. Goodbye. And he boom, 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 stomps back to the kitchen.
My gracious madam, I am Lorenzia. We are traveling from a far way, and was curious if you had any room for some weary friends this evening.
She looks you up and down. She goes, room? Are you looking to buy by the hour? You're looking for companionship? You could have come in through the front door. You didn't have to go through the back with Armand.
Well, we are entrepreneurs ourselves and wanted to offer some fantastic treats to your patronage. Sausage, my dear lady, that none has ever tasted.
Yes, that's what they all say.
Just-
But
we're looking for more of a place to sleep, as opposed to.
why not go to an inn? Why brothel? It'll be quite expensive to stay here.
Schmin. Everyone knows if you're looking for a clean bed,
You go to Sweat.
You go to Sweat.
The cleanest beds in all of Esterbury.
Yep.
It's like a Stefan skit. You remember for Saturday Night Live? If you're looking for the cleanest beds in all of Esterbury, look no further than Sweat. um, yeah, she goes, odd. I've seen your type before. You're hiding from something? She kind of looks at you knowingly.
Best not ask too many questions, my darling.
Edmund, are you in there with her also, with Eurixis?
I don't know. Would Eurixis have told me to come in with her, or is
You're-
it something she need to do on her own?
Oh, you can come with me.
All right. Edmund's standing there on the stairs also. She's looking at the group of you, and she's like, she's sizing the two of you up, and all of a sudden you hear from down in the big crowded room below the big grand staircase you're standing, goes, "Hey, I know those guys!" And you look down and you see a guy who's in like robes, but his head's exposed. They're only up to his shoulders, but there's kind of like a hood that's back. And he's like a middle-aged man. He's got short, like salt and pepper hair, kindly face. And there's a lady of the night sitting on his lap there while he's having his dinner and having a drink. He goes, "Hey, I know you. Where have you been?"
Do I recognize this dude?
No, you don't. You look at him kind of puzzled. And he goes, "Oh, yeah." And he reaches down his bag and he pulls out a plague doctor's mask and he holds it up to his face. "Roland!"
Yeah.
It's the guy from the last town.
Yeah, it's the plague doctor, the traveling plague doctor.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Kind of like shoos the girl off his lap. "Hey, what are you guys doing here?"
Ruby
Just
will lower her crossbow.
passing through. Thought we'd stop for a few nights. Heard this was the best place around.
Sweat? Yeah, it's notorious. He goes, "Well, what are you doing here? What brings you here? You're passing through?"
Oh, we've
Yeah, we're gonna be heading to I think this up north where it's cold.
tired of all this heat.
Oh, up north. Well, hey, listen, you guys got a place to stay while you're here? I'm staying. I'm kind of there's this disease going around, this infection, and I'm just kind of passing through the area, and said I'd take a look into what's going on. You guys need a place to stay?
You got a house here?
I've rented some rooms at one of the tenements.
In the plague district?
Well, I am a plague doctor. I'm doing my job.
Sure. Sounds
Wait
like
a
it'd
minute.
be great.
I don't
We
want
can all
to
catch
go
up.
where the plague is.
Well, the plague's in the city.
But you're going into the tenements where the plague's active, right?
Well, yes. He goes, what if I get you all masks?
Do they
Oh,
work?
Absolutely. We all want masks.
I'm not sick.
That's a great idea, actually.
I'm not sick.
Yep.
Erg's like, yes, get us out of here.
Mask and place to
He
stay.
goes, "Okay, well, let me finish up my meal here. And how about we get some masks and we can yeah, I'll take you back to the tenement where I'm staying at. And you guys can stay there with me. How long you here for?"
About 3 days.
Ma-
Was it a week?
I thought it was 5.
Oh gosh,
Something like that.
5. I remember.
Hey, so
We're
whatever
not here
happened,
for a month.
so whatever happened in that town that I met you guys in, that village.
It
I
turned, out
left
there,
before you guys did.
it turned out it was a horrible fire, and the old mayor, he didn't make it out alive, and his son took over.
Oh, that's terrible.
But I think all the problems are solved right now.
That's absolutely terrible.
Lucky we were there. We helped them, like rebuild a bit and make sure that they were on their right foot again. So the next time you go, they should be better.
What did Devin pass away from?
Fire.
Smoke.
Yeah, his house caught fire while he's sleeping.
Oh, that's terrible. They're in the middle of the woods. There'd be nothing to stop it. I'm sure it just caught and spread.
Well, their house was made of thatch, too. That didn't help.
Yeah.
Not very sound construction, really.
No, no, no. Well, that's horrible. That's unfortunate. I guess next time in that area, I'll have to stop by and see how they're doing and how they're making out with rebuilding the village. So, you guys want to get a meal? You want anything to eat here? I'm just finishing up my food.
I'd feel better if I could eat with a mask on. Do you have any
Hey,
extra ones
Brian.
on you?
No, but we can go to a shop and I get you some plague masks. Makes you feel better. I'm a doctor. I can requisition us some.
Yeah, I think that'd be good. What do you guys think?
Yeah,
Yeah, sounds great.
that'd be excellent.
All right, so he goes back
I'm
down.
assuming I'm not inside right
I was
now.
gonna say I don't know where Erg is. He's somewhere.
I'm still in the back of the thing.
In the wagon, just hiding.
Yeah, I do not want to be seen.
It's never a good idea to be in a building that Erg's not in.
It's true.
All right, so he finishes up
course.
his meal.
He would.
I
He
guess
wouldn't burn if he was.
You guys, you sure you don't want anything? The food's great. It's sweat.
I don't know, are
Armand,
you buying?
Armand is renowned for his cooking.
If there's food to be had, Edmund's like, sure.
I'm
Are you
not buying. Roland says, "I'm not buying." And he never took off his mask when you're in town. This was your first time seeing him. He's like, "Oh, that's what you look like."
Right.
Remember, even sleeping, he left his mask on, didn't he? I think.
Don't know.
Yeah,
I
remember.
don't think we ever like
He
stalked.
never
him
ate
for
there. That
morning
was no. He
sleeping.
ate his own food, so he would have taken his mask off maybe at night.
Or you could have just gone like that, but
Oh yeah, like the Mandalorian.
This
Hides
is the
in
way.
shadows and eats. This is the way. All right, so he finishes his meal. He goes, if you're not gonna eat anything, all right. Well, let's go to the nearest store and I'll get you guys some medical supplies. So he leaves. You guys leave Sweat. It's a rip roaring party. It's a good time. You guys leave
5 pounds of special sausage.
the party behind. Yes, and he takes you to the streets and finds the nearest shop where he can acquire some plague masks for you guys. He gets them. They're requisitioned because he's a doctor. He's able to get them at no charge. He hands them out, passes them out to you. Ruby and Eurixus, you get like child-sized ones, aren't you? Like a halfling and a gnome, the two of you.
Yeah.
Nice.
And Erg and Edmund both get big boy ones. Extra, extra, extra large face masks.
I look like Big Bird.
Yeah.
You do look like Big Bird.
I look like the penguin.
Only you can see Snuffleupagus.
man,
Remember we talked about that?
you did.
Back in the day, he was the only one who could see him. And nobody believed him, but now they've changed it. We talked about this like a year or two ago, Megan and I. I remember it distinctly.
Hence, I remember.
Well, having no one else able to see him is prejudice against people with schizophrenia.
What?
That's not very inclusive.
Snuffleupagus. So you guys head on back into the slums. Roland leading the way. He's chatting your off. He talks about he's been to this place and that place, and word is spread about this terrible disease. He said it's confined to the tenements here. It's in the slums, and nobody really knows what's causing it. They've thought maybe rats or a terrible food outbreak, but he says no one's been able to pinpoint it. He said the telltale signs though are the sweats, fatigue, vomiting. He said there's also typically like a dark, like black, purple, almost black bruise on your neck as well that seems to form over time when you get this strange thing. And you typically die within days. So he's seen a few people at these places. He talks to them through the boards and the windows. He's not being able to go in there and actually examine them, but he's here in hopes to hopefully find a cure. And after some time, he takes you guys and he pulls up to one of these 6-story tenement buildings. He goes, "Oh, this is where we'll stay for the night. Pull your wagon around back. Take anything out that you any of your belongings that you don't want to leave here. It's not the best neighborhood, so I would recommend not leaving too much in your wagon." And yeah, we're up on the 4th floor. Now you guys have a big old thing of melted down gold in your wagon. right?
Yeah,
A big-
about what?
how-
4 pounds of it?
no.
20?
No, it was like 25 pounds,
It was
wasn't it?
25
'cause
pounds.
gold is so dense and heavy.
Yeah, we're bringing that up with us.
I'm gonna say
Absolutely.
you've got it like in a little chest that you're carrying around in, or a little trunk. You're
We
not
need
just like
to,
carrying this big lump of gold around everywhere out in the open.
Yeah, in a bag or wrapped in a blanket or something.
hmm
I mean, 25 pounds isn't much to me. I weigh 610, but
Yeah, to you it's nothing. Throw it up, put it on your shoulder. So yeah, he takes you up to the room and he's kind of like, yeah, I've been here only for a few days. I've rented this place. I want to try and get ahead of it, see if I can find the symptoms early on before they start boarding these places up. That's really my goal here. And then I'm going to continue on and wander on in my duties of treating people. What are you guys doing here? What brought you here?
I just traveling.
Oh, yeah, where are you headed after this?
Up
I
north.
remember I told you we're going to head up north.
Oh,
Play a little
right.
bit, something a little bit colder.
Up north. Yeah. Ardland. Right. Ardland. That's what she said. He goes, all right. So, yeah, we'll call it a night. I've got a room here, and there's a bunch of other rooms. There's a bunch of empty rooms on this floor. There's not a lot of people living here right now. There's a lot of fear due to the epidemic that's happening here. So you're free to each have your own room.
now, are these places boarded up or is it like cloth barriers that they have up?
This place isn't boarded up. This is just a tenement, and
No,
there's
I mean the plagued locations.
Oh, so the town guards have like pounded wooden like stakes or boards into the ground all around the perimeter of the building, and then they'll wrap big long pieces of white cloth around them to form a barrier, almost like a barricade or like yellow police tape around the places. You can't even get close to them. You can kind of talk from a distance, like Eurixa said, but we'll say, hey, social distancing things. We'll say 6 feet out from the entrance, the door to the road. They've got these big white barriers that have been built out of cloth.
So what time? It's night, obviously, right?
Yeah. It's early evening now. 8:00. He says, I'm gonna call it a night. I'll see you guys in the morning.
We got our masks.
You have your masks.
We're all set. All right. I got my kid's mask. I'm good.
I mean, I don't want to go anywhere. Tobias might be going somewhere shortly, but
Yeah, we're gonna get one for the ogre too.
Oh yeah, you got one for him.
Okay.
Yeah, he was in the wagon. You guys met back up at the wagon. You went to the store. I got one for him. Roland was happy to see all of you. He remembered all of you fondly from the weird little Wicker Man village. All right,
Yeah,
so he's
we
called
tried.
night. What do you guys want to do?
I mean, we kind of want to just nobody knows that we're here, so I think that's
Yeah.
just about perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna take my own room. Ask Tobias how sharp his claws are.
Why? Why do you ask?
Well, I mean, you think you could put a hole in the tarp at just about as many of those boarded up places as possible?
Like the fabric that's put up?
Absolutely.
Why?
Well, there's a bunch of people with plague locked in them.
So the doors are boarded up. So you've got all the doors and windows are boarded up, and then 6 feet out from the doors, they've built just like a waist high barrier so people don't cross and go up to the doors accidentally.
That's not
you
going
don't
to
have
help.
you don't have to poke, like it's like police tape essentially. Think around it. Around
Yeah,
the
fair
perimeter.
enough. That's not going to help then. That won't get anyone out.
Nope.
All right, let's think of a new plan.
Burn it down.
Well, if nobody knows we're here.
Yeah, I think we could maybe lay low.
Yeah.
Urk has
Yep.
things to do
Yep.
here.
No, that's we should probably stay as quiet as possible.
Urk's got missions from his masters.
To be fair, I've been very good about those missions for the last like 4 towns.
You've only been to one town since you got that mission.
Oh, I've been to 2 places.
No, you got it at the Morgenstern, and the next place you went to was the small village there.
I'd say spreading about as much chaos as one ogre can manage.
You're go fire and stuff. Can you do something to get it hot enough if we can find something so we can remint that gold?
Yeah, there's an idea. We'd probably need to get some kind of small forge, but I mean, gold melts pretty low temp. We would need a coin press, really.
Yeah, I just need to find a mold.
You could pull
Then
on
I've
your
got counterfeit.
yeah, you could pull on your underworld skills again.
Yep.
Larceny.
That's what
Maybe
I
we
was
should
thinking.
save that for when we get to a place where we can be safe.
Not on the fourth story of a wooden
Building
building. Yeah.
in a town filled with plague and people with wanted posters looking after us.
Now, do we know is throughout this world, is there one coin system, or is it like ours where you go to new land, there's different type of coin and
You go
stuff?
to new land, there's different types of coin.
Okay, so we'd probably
Wait,
be best to do that when we
I'm
get.
sorry, Tobias isn't even with me. He is following the guy to see if he goes to turn us in at all.
Right.
What's your length on him?
It's only about 30 meters, but he's supposed to come find me or deal with it himself if it looks like he's going to turn us in.
All right, so Tobias is watching the ticket booth guy, and the guy after a couple hours closes down for the night, takes a little lockbox under his arm, heads to one of the local watering holes, has a whole bunch of drinks, kind of gets a little too drunk, mentions that he might have saw some people that he had recognized tonight, but he's not too sure. He swears he met them before. Maybe they're famous. And has a few more drinks and heads home for the night.
He recognizes from the fucking posters.
Yeah. You don't say.
So we could try and tidy up that loose end, but he still needs to book us some more of our travel.
Yeah, the remainder of your trip.
Wasn't that already set up?
Didn't give
No,
us-
he gave you a voucher. You have to come back for the rest of it
Oh yeah, the
in 3 days. Pay for the rest and get the rest of your tickets. Tickets, please.
Great.
All right. Shall we call it? You guys gonna call it a night? Turn in.
I think that's probably appropriate.
All right, you guys. This is like the earliest bedtime you've had in a long time. You're sleeping. Oh, there's like straw with like a sheet over it. These aren't the best accommodations. It looks like it's just kind of been left here from like the last person. The last person's kind of just stayed and slept here. It's nothing fancy, but it's a roof over your head and 4 walls. And yeah, you're not getting bit by rats. Well, maybe in this place you are getting bit by rats in the middle of the night. I don't know. But it's a nice change from being on the road the last few weeks and being here to being here. You guys wake up in the morning. You are woken by the sounds of shouting inside the tenement. You can hear loud, angry voices and the sound of hammering.
We're getting locked in.
Shit.
I could have called this.
Yep.
Well,
Uh,
are we on the second floor?
you're on the 4th floor.
Okay. Well, Ruby's going to just go over to a window, open it up. How far are we from the roof?
From the next roof?
No, from the roof above this
Oh,
building.
the roof above you? You're on the 4th story. There's 6 stories.
Okay. Well, she's a gutter sniper. Should she be able to climb up there?
You can try.
How close are the other buildings? Is it walkable, jumpable?
No, they're not close at all. They're like 15 feet apart.
Wow. Okay.
So are they maybe ruby throwable?
I was just thinking.
Ruby, as you're standing there at the window, you're scanning the horizon. You can see on roofs around you guards with guns and arrows pointed at the building. You see one person shouting out one of the windows, and all of a sudden, a musket goes off, and a guy falls. The floor above you, you can hear.
Um,
15 feet seems like a distance I could throw a firebomb.
Yeah, throw firebombs from the windows. See
We'll
that at the town
we'll
guards,
wait a day or
the-
two for
the
that.
city guards. See
Well, I
how
mean,
that goes.
Actually, Ruby puts up her hand and she says, "Well, once they seal us in, what's going to happen? They'll leave, right?"
Yeah. Wait for
We-
us to die. Expect us.
Most of them will.
We
Is
could,
Roland in here with us?
Yeah.
why don't we just wait for them
What's going
to?
on here, Doc? You said this is a good place, and you're.
Oh well, he's in his own room. He's not with you, but he's in his own room.
I'll go get him.
You guys just want to wait, and then we can leave after they're done.
Yeah.
It's not going to be that easy.
Yeah,
Well-
let them.
It's going to be harder in daylight with the entire city watch at our building, standing on the adjacent roofs with guns.
Oh, I agree. I'm not saying go now, but
Wait till the cover of night. You see, you enter his room, and he's lying on his sheets, and they're completely stained with sweat, and he's sweating profusely. His sheets are like translucent gray, and his eyes are all glassed over, and his skin is pallid, and his neck has a big, dark, purple, almost black bruise on it.
Eurexis.
Shit. All right.
He just he's like trying to cough, but he's too weak, and it's kind of.
Ruby's getting out of there.
I go put my mask on.
Well, it didn't do him a lot of good, did it?
Where is GTFO?
Yeah, that thing is not a N100.
You how topical. You run, get your mask, and you run back, Erixis, and he's lying there. He's barely conscious, and he looks at you, but he's like looking past you, and he goes, "My diary holds the truth." And his eyes roll back in his head, and he just kind of falls unconscious.
All right, so I'm gonna rifle through his stuff. Is this all of his stuff there?
Underneath
bed?
his bed, you do find his bag that he was carrying on him. He had a satchel that he was carrying on him at all times, even when you saw him in the last village. And you're rifling through it, and you're unable to find a diary in it though. It's got all kinds. It's got herbs. You got some tinctures. You got some laudanum. You got some bandages. You got some smelling salts in there.
Surgical kit?
He has a surgical kit.
Does he have a surgical kit?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're just you just take the satchel and put it on. Mine.
And yeah, so he's unconscious, hey?
He's unconscious. You try to stir him and he doesn't wake up. And but there's no diary in there. And in the other village, you remember him writing in his diary every night and putting it in his satchel. You actually remember seeing it. He was very prolific about writing in his diary.
And it's not in his bed?
It's not in his bed and it's not in his bag. He's laying on a bed of straw with a sheet over it, also like you guys.
Searching the room.
Yeah, there's nothing else in the room?
Yeah, you guys can ransack it. You can search it.
Absolutely.
Ruby will search too.
Go ahead and do me an awareness test, please. Standard.
Seems this didn't match up with his progression of the symptoms, did it?
No.
So maybe someone was trying to silence him.
Ooh.
What is this a standard? Is that what you
Yes.
said?
Yeah.
I mean, you're poking around, you're kind of turning things over, pushing things, and you're kicking. You kind of push the plague doctor aside, and you're kind of kicking through the straw that he's lying on. You're unable to find anything, and then you spin and you look at the wall, and within the vent in the wall, you see a pair of eyes looking at you, and they immediately dart
Pawn
away.
shot first.
And you can hear something scuttle in the vent.
Oh,
We're gonna
man.
end there, and we'll pick it up again next week.
Excellent.
Like you say, we saw eyes like normal eyes. Were they glowing red?
Eyes without a face.
Just floating
No,
eyes.
they were just regular eyes.
Like animal eyes or like people eyes?
People eyes.
Nurgle's eyes.
Person's eyes.
And nurgling.
And you heard just scuttling through the vents.
They're somewhere in the building.
They're in the building. So, you'll get 150 experience for tonight. And you're locked in a building with the plague. Good thing we got these masks.
Right?
How topical.
25 from another dot.
Yeah?
Yeah, 175.
Oh, I'll roll corruption, but nobody got any this today.
Yeah, there's no corruption tonight. We did something wrong.
I don't get anything.
Everybody gets an order.
What's your total?
He's
My total
restarted.
what?
Your total XP.
Oh.
44.75 total.
What did we get back? 150 today?
150 tonight, yep.
Matt, I don't get any for selling the sausages to the cook.
Any extra?
They talk about corruption.
Oh, corruption. Yeah. So you sold it, and it's going to be mass handed out to people, sold to people. Oh, that's a good one. That'll give you 9 corruption.
9.
And I rolled a 7, so that means you get a chaos rank.
Yay!
Yay! We're all
She's
evil.
embraced it.
So is Ruby. She just won't admit it openly.
It's inevitable.
All right, so that is it for the session tonight. It's good. It's good to be back with the left-handed path. Next thing, Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Stay tuned, because it hasn't been finalized yet. Tuesday night, 9 p.m. There'll be something either Dark Astral or Zweihander related on the channel. On Wednesday at 5:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, we continue on with the Journey Pro Wrestling Zweihander mashup, which is freaking hilarious. If people aren't watching it, you should tune in. It's professional wrestlers playing Zweihander, and they're really, really, really funny. These people are entertainers for a living, so they go crazy role-playing their characters, and it's a lot of fun. And some weirdo made some comments about it on Twitter last week, which, come on, dude. Come on. Just because they're professional wrestlers, they're not allowed to play role-playing games? Not cool.
Somebody was talking trash about it.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll talk about it afterwards, but it's like,
I
what?
can kind of see that pro wrestling is a very staid art. I mean, it's very serious stuff.
Based off your profession, you're not allowed to play role-playing games?
Well, I mean, if you're doing something as
silly.
highbrow as professional wrestling,
That's
yes.
silly. What else do we have? Thursday night at 5 o'clock. I have to think because I do conversions in my head of time zones. 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. We have Amber continuing Zweihander, where she's redesigning the character sheet live for Zweihander. And then on Thursday night, we have the Lollygaggers. I saw Jeff in here earlier. I don't know if he's still here. There he is.
Yeah,
Jeff's in there. As I've dubbed them, the Gaggers. It's a term of endearment. It's nothing mean or malicious. The Gaggers are on Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time with a whole new adventure. The Ailing Isle, I believe, ended on Thursday. I wasn't able to catch it. Yeah, Mr. Gagger here. Yes, thank you, Jeff. They've got Thursday night at 9 p.m. Central. They're starting something brand new, another Zweihander thing. Friday night should, I think, be the conclusion of Enemy Within, the first book. Enemy in the Shadows. That's a Friday night at 9 p.m. Central. And then we're back next week, Sunday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time with the left-handed path. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Have a great night, and we'll see you later in the week.
Not everyone.